The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We have a very close-knit team here. We're all family.
Well, we do.
That's right. And something has happened.
Something significant.
Baby, baby, oh, baby. Hello, Ellie.
Officially announced
Hello.
yesterday.
Hello, Ellie's baby.
What's the news, Ellie?
I am with
child.
Child. You've been impregnated.
Well, you kept saying you've been
Romantic.
practicing a lot.
No,
but
I
you're
never
not
said that.
Congratulations. How exciting. Your post was very,
Yes.
very
So
cute.
luckily you had some Italian plates, one of which said prego, which looks like prego.
Yeah.
That'll do.
I thought that's
Nailed
cute.
it.
Whatever.
So, how are you feeling? How are you feeling? Because anyone that I know, I've put you being pregnant on my watch list because I just know that this could take a turn at any second.
Yeah, look, oh wow, the hormonal mood swings have been crazy. But I'm feeling good now. The first couple
So
of months
how many
was quite
weeks
rough.
are we? Let's.
4 months this week. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So do you
I think you've never been
July?
better.
Yeah.
July.
I
Yeah,
think this
July.
baby has evened out
You
the
have.
tsunami
Do
of
you?
emotions
Yeah,
in there.
you've been amazing.
I think Dougie might disagree with
Yes.
you. But at work, yeah, it's been pretty good.
The hormones have kind of just counterbalanced your regular mood swings,
Yeah.
so that it's kind of just got you at an even keel.
All right, I'd love to know how you told Dougie.
It's like cheesy, but like, I don't know. It's a long story, but he reads a lot of, he's an avid reader.
Yeah.
And he reads a lot about Stoicism. And there's an author.
It's a great philosophy.
Who,
Yes.
there's an author who has written a book, who writes the Stoic books, called Daily Dad. And it's, every day is a different like musing on parenthood. It's actually really
Yes.
good. We read it every night before
Yeah.
bed. It's lovely. And
Sorry,
What do you mean? We read it.
you read
So do
together.
you lie there on his and with your head in his lap and he reads to you?
we'll take turns. Like, if it, like,
Oh, you read to each other in bed?
Yeah.
Sean?
Sexy.
Ever? Sean,
my
Sean,
God. Like, it's
Sean,
cute.
has that ever happened?
ever does that. Show me relationship.
Well, your wife is just scrolling through her phone and you're
Oh, yeah, no,
snoring.
she's
Is
doing
the
that.
way
She's
it does?
watching TikTok.
And
Is that
here's
really happening
Ellie
a
and
lot?
Dougie. I'm laying back in a reading nook.
Well, they can't get free to air
Anyway,
TV, so what else are they going to do?
Yeah, so in bed reading to each other. Go.
They're not married, Sean. Leave them alone.
It's not weird.
No, that you're in
It's
love.
not right. It's not normal.
So I went out and got that book for him, and I wrote a little message in it, and I put it in a bag, and it was Christmas tree was up.
Yeah.
So I put it under the
Oh,
Christmas tree.
so that could have been July. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I
You put
think it
your
was
tree up
actually
very
November,
early.
you know. And I put it under the Christmas tree, and I waited for him to come home from work, and I said, I've got like an early present for you. I don't want to open it. I'm like, well, no, you got to open it now. Well, it's a Christmas present. I don't want to open it. And I'm like, no, it's just under the tree. You have to open it. And it was just like, he doesn't like opening presents early.
No,
anyway,
yeah, so-
I was like, don't open
You
the
should have known
present.
that, yes.
Yeah,
So
so
you've
then-
got a gun to his head to open the
pretty
present.
much like got his arm twisted behind his back, opened this gift, and then he pulled out the book and read the thing, and
And did it click straight
I don't
away?
think it clicked straight
Okay.
away. You know, I think he was like, "Oh, that's really nice, thank you." And then
And you're like,
like,
no.
oh.
I'm like,
Stoicism.
keep digging, and then there was like a little test in the.
My question: when ladies show their partner the pee stick test, do they wash it beforehand?
No.
You can't. You wash the pee away.
I don't. Well, I don't know, but you are giving as a gift.
It's a cap. It comes with a cap on it. You put the cap back on, and it covers that bit that you.
Okay, so it
you
covers the
weed
wee
off.
bit.
It covers the wee bit.
Okay.
It is gross when you
I
think
don't
about
know.
it.
I do have a concern about how it will affect me because there's going to be a
course.
period in time where you leave us and when we leave
Yeah.
us collectively, but you leave me as an individual as well.
I think you'll be fine. I think that we need a break.
It's time to stand on your own 2 feet, Sean.
long.
No, you know what? I'll go away and then you can really appreciate. You never know what you
Yeah.
got until it's gone.
You're
Come
right.
on, if you love something, set it free, Sean.
That's right.
Okay,
Right, so
we'll
this
have
is
to
exciting.
have catch-ups where you come over and I'll read to you.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait, Ellie, for you to for us to start all guessing what baby name we're going to
Yes,
get.
gender. Are you going to find out?
Are you open to entries for babies' names?
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect.
And you're going to find out the gender?
No, I'm keeping
Oh, so
it.
you want
I'm
that to be a
trying to
surprise?
keep it a surprise, which
Oh, that's
is
fun.
against
That's
my
lovely.
nature.
Good
Yeah.
on you, mate.
But we'll see.
We're very happy
Oh, well,
for you.
yes.
Yay,
We haven't
you're
had it.
done.
We haven't had a known for baby for years.
I
so we're
know.
on board.
About time.
Yes, exactly.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Welcome back to the
different.
studio, Ellie.
Oh.
Great announcement a little earlier this morning
Yeah.
when you did tell us that you're with child. We're excited about that. Super
Congratulations.
excited.
That's great.
Things took a turn though. We
Yeah.
asked how
they do.
we asked Ellie how she told Dougie, and then she told us that she used a book that Dougie really loves to read, and then Dougie had it in bed, and
It's
then
a revelation.
And then you said something that made the whole show stop.
We read it every night before bed.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And
Sorry.
What do you mean? We read it.
You read
So do
together.
you lie there on his and with your head in his lap, and he reads to you?
like, we'll take turns. Like, if it, like,
Oh, you read to each other in bed,
Yeah.
Sean.
Sexy.
Does
What's
anyone
wrong
else
with
do
that?
that? No,
No,
I
we're not
think
saying there's
it
anything
is
wrong with
lovely.
it. We're just saying
No.
it's very unusual.
Yeah, you
That
guys
is
are making it weird. I'm going to
unusual.
say that each page is like one paragraph. So, like, right before
So you
bed,
read
like,
to each other musings and thoughts, and then do you sit there and discuss it afterwards, or just
wisdom.
sit there and soak it in?
it's literally just amusing about being a good person. It's not like
And you
we're
take
like...
turns.
Well,
We're
clearly
We're
we
not
haven't
reading-
read it.
We're not, exactly. We're not reading erotic novels to each other. Like, calm down. We're just trying to be better people.
And you are.
How's
That's
it going?
why. That's why it stands out, because you are being a better, better people, and you
Yeah.
are clearly in a strong relationship to do that.
Well, but also, Sean,
you
like
read.
learning all these life lessons as they are reading them to each other, it really it calms a person, doesn't it?
I'm furious. I'm in a rage.
So
I don't
the
know
thing- the
anyone who
thing
does
is,
that.
like,
I don't know
everybody-
anyone.
yeah, everybody
I'm
is
blown
looking
away.
at their own relationships that they've been in, either currently or in the past, and thought, that has never happened.
Yeah.
It's never happened. We're not saying it's bad.
I think
We're
it's,
just saying it's
I think,
weird.
no, it is not. It is not usual.
Can I
Yes.
can I say it's weird
Which
in a
is
good
great.
way?
Yeah.
So, Sean, what happens at your house
What happens
at
in my
bedtime?
house?
At bedtime, so you're lying in bed side by side.
Yes.
And then Megan builds a pillow fort in between them.
Nathan, you wouldn't know how many times that happens. Don't touch me. That'd be the other thing.
And are you reading to one another? What are you doing?
Not in a million years. And the other thing is, I was trying to think. So the reading part is was what a great thing to do with your partner,
beautiful.
because it shows that
Don't
you're
backtrack
No,
now.
I'm so invested.
you are
It's just
backtracking
it's
now.
unusual.
It's
No one
bad.
does thing.
Because isn't Megan's on her phone?
She's on her
she
phone.
watches YouTube videos
She's
and stuff.
watching TikToks, and she'll be
TikToks.
watching her show, whatever she's... We haven't watched a show together. I can't even remember the last time we watched TV properly together, or a show on one of the streaming services
Yes,
together.
and you're
in
just
forever.
muttering to yourself,
So
turn the
wouldn't
light
that be
out.
great? So what if you two, why don't you two pick a show and then
Yes,
each
watch
night
it
watch it?
together.
It's only about 20 minutes. You can get those ones, and then afterwards discuss how it makes you feel.
Well, yeah, to then go to a point where Ali and Dougie actually read together.
It's
They're
beautiful.
invested in each other, what's happening in each other's lives.
And in becoming better people.
It'll never last.
no.
The relationship will.
Why
That
don't-
won't.
yeah.
It is
We will-
beautiful. But,
Yep.
you've been together a while, and to still be
so
managing that is
beautiful.
extraordinary.
I don't get it. I don't get what the unusualness is. It's like we're reading a paragraph before bed.
Okay,
Okay,
13,
let's find
24,
out.
10. 13, 24, 10.
get
No,
it.
no, no. If there's other people out there that read to each other in bed, I'd love to hear from them.
Yes.
But also, like the things that happen within your relationship in your private time, when other people find out about it, do they think it's slightly unusual, even though it's lovely?
Yeah.
Settle down.
Oh, I need to back that up and say it is lovely.
Now, shut up.
There you go. The things that you and your partner do that when other people find out, they go, huh? We don't do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
there are
don't do
people
that.
that do that?
How about this? We're going to give somebody a double pass to Jungle Book Reimagined. How good's that? Perth Festival starts February the 9th for the best in arts, music, theatre, dance and film. Book tickets at perthfestival.com.au.
And
you
if
guys
you
still
are a
hold
couple,
hands?
if you are a couple who do read to one another in bed before you go to sleep, we would love to hear from you so that Ellie can prove a point that it's not weird.
Super strange because we were talking about how Ali and Dougie read to each other in bed, and Ali tapped into what could only be described as a primal rage.
That we
saying
were so
why are you
rude to
making
question
it
it.
seem so unusual? So we chucked it out there. 13, 24, 10. Is there any
How
other
many
couples?
calls, Ellie?
Is there any other couples out there that read to each other in bed? How many calls?
How many
lined
calls
up?
are there, Ellie?
Zero.
Zero. So you now know our reaction because it doesn't seem, it seems lovely, but it's not.
It does.
It's not
Yes.
normal.
Seems
is
unreal.
it?
It seems like what you'd see something on in a movie
Yes.
when people are desperately in
You know
love
what
with
it
each other.
seems? You know
That's
what it
lovely,
seems,
isn't it?
Sean? It seems unsustainable.
That is a guarantee, Natalie.
But my favourite thing is you're telling me that these are little thoughts and musings. So each page has a paragraph on there, something
Yes.
you can take away. But now it sort of rings true what you and Dougie do to each other when you read to each other. Why don't you tell everyone?
No.
So she'll read out something, and then like she'll it'll be about parenting. hunting or whatever, and then she'll go, "That one's for you, Dougie." So they basically
You've
attack
weaponised
each other
it.
with inspirational quotes.
Fun times.
Still nobody calling.
No,
Still
no,
nobody
no.
calling.
It's okay.
Apparently
Nobody
everyone
else
reads
does
to
this.
each other.
Everybody else is just
Unbelievable.
scrolling on their phones.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're an island by yourself. But it's okay, though. Someone's reading to you.
Exactly.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
New show, Deal or No Deal.
New show, old show.
Yeah, premieres tonight at 6 p.m. on Channel 10. 6 o'clock, taking out half the news.
Yeah.
How about that? The host, we know him. It seems right. Grant Denyer, hello.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Grant,
No deal.
good to hear
No
from you.
deal.
So, Grant, good to see this show back on. I really enjoyed it. So, what happened with Andrew O'Keefe? Did they just...
Sean.
He is
Sean. He's wearing a teal suit, leaving court, doing finger guns at the camera. You
Wasn't
leave him
he?
alone. He's
That was
busy.
a terrible
He
suit.
is busy.
Terrible suit, Grant.
Yeah.
It's some other person's predicament. It's
Yes.
not for me to comment.
No, it is
no,
not.
no,
It is
Drew,
not.
threw
Terrible
that in
question
there.
by Sean.
It's
Yeah.
a very exciting time for Deal or No Deal to come back, because now we know that we have to scour all the ladies
That's
with
right.
the briefcases, because one could be a future royal.
Indeed.
That's where Meghan Markle started.
Yes. Have you picked which one that could be?
That's the only reason I said yes to this show. Find me a prince, goddammit.
Find me a
Find
prince.
me one now. Who would have thought it was the fast track to royalty?
I know, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Old game show where just people open some golden cases and win lots of money, and then all of a sudden you're pashing bloody Harry.
Yeah. The slippery slope.
Hey, Grant, filming a few of the episodes already, did you love being back into it? Because you're high intensity.
Yes.
It's a high intensity show.
I don't know if you've seen the commercial for Deal or No
Yes,
Deal.
I
but
have.
it's, I don't know if I went hard enough, to be honest.
The lovely spins, mate.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Look, you win Dancing with the... You're the only person in the world to win Dancing with the Stars twice. It's good to take the old legs for another run, don't you reckon? Just give them another spin on the D floor.
It'd be a waste otherwise.
Yeah.
What an accolade,
All those
by the
hours
way.
practice.
Yeah. Well, as we know, when shows get brought back,
Yes.
they evolve.
Yeah.
So one thing that we did see was your beautiful wife, Shazzy, like as one of the Deal or No Deal girls. Is that going to be a running thing? Are we going to be having like celebrity Deal or No Deal girls?
Bring your wife to work day, or
Yeah, double invoice day is what I call it. Yeah, absolutely. Then I'm going to bring out my 2-year-old, my 8-year-old, and my 12-year-old, and quad invoice it. No, we actually don't have dealettes. We've decided in 2024 that we would no longer bring back the dealettes. We didn't feel it was maybe perhaps as progressive as times have become.
But what if they all wore pants?
what?
Well, yeah, you're right, but I don't know. Is it a little bit of objectification
Sure.
to that? We weren't quite sure if it was sort of maybe in fitting with the times. So what the audience now holds the case. So everyone who comes
that's
on the
fun.
show
Yeah.
has the chance to play, and even if you don't get to play, everyone at least holds one of the cases, because we shoot 5 a day. So if you come, if you come to play, well then you get at least you get some role, which is cool.
Okay, so what, are they sitting in the audience holding the case, or do they come up on the stage and hold the case?
Yeah, so someone in your part of the audience gets picked to play, well then your section of that audience then goes up and everyone gets a case, and we've got a big podium where they all stand, and you're not in the audience. We bring you down on the set so they all get to have their moment in the sun. And,
I mean, it's
who
rubbing
knows?
it in their face, isn't it? It's like, you're not getting to open this. I have to hold it for you. So,
It's a consolation prize.
Is
But
there-
you do get the chance to pick your case, right? So before you open your case, you go, I think there's $250 inside.
Yeah, sure.
And if you are right, you get $250. So there's a little bit
same,
of cash.
same. Yeah.
Is there like a quick crash course in case training
Yes.
beforehand?
In opening it properly, or
Oh my God, it does my freaking head in. It's the only. I don't know how hard it is to open a case with one latch, but somehow every time there's at least 4 or 5 people who can't seem to get their head around opening a bloody case.
I guess the camera's on you.
But we all know the way hinges work and things. You know what I mean?
yeah.
No, I can't
it's
defend that.
literally moving a finger like a quarter of an inch,
Yep,
right?
Just open it up like a book. pretty
It's
easy.
like for crying out loud. And then you got to, because I'm a nice guy, I'm TV's nice
You're
guy,
so
you got to
nice.
stand there
Famously.
and pretend like you're not absolutely infuriated because, we're now up to filming 15 episodes in 72 hours.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little tie-tie. I'm
Yeah.
getting tie-tie. So then you got to practice your Logie's losing face. You know how when you got to pretend like you're happy that, that
Yeah.
Rose McManus or someone has just won your Logie?
Yeah.
So then I pull that face when they can't open the cake.
Yeah. We can pick it, I reckon. I can see the pain in your eyes.
Hey, Grant, when you banged out 15 over 3 days, as you're just saying, do you just stay in town then, or do you travel back home because you don't traditionally
Sounds
live
like
in?
you're trying to stalk him. What's going on?
No, because he lives out in the, out more of a country feel.
Yeah. Panther country.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, mate. Are you a believer?
Well, give us an update. Have you seen anything?
No, I haven't. I've been looking. I've even put night vision cameras down on the creek.
Yeah.
If I could sort of
Yep.
some motion activated.
Yeah.
Can you just make sure the quality of those are really blurry? Because
Yes.
anytime anyone captures something
Yes.
that people have rumoured that's out there, the vision's shit.
Yes.
That's the only vision that's ever captured of the panther. And
Yes.
can I just say, I had it in our bottom paddock. I think I've told you this before, but my
Yeah.
wife saw it first, and then
Yep.
and the video that I've got of it jumping over the fence, I've zoomed in times 10 on my iPhone 9. And can I just say, I'm very happy to announce that footage is completely blurry.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the Loch Ness Monster in the background. but
Cheers,
other
mate.
than
What a
that-
crack.
And Bigfoot's riding it. Would have been amazing if it was HD.
Love your work, Grant. You keep watching that creek, by the way. Deal or no deal tonight, everybody, 6 o'clock on Channel 10.
Good on you, Grant.
Great to catch up.
Yeah, don't watch the news. It's too depressing.
Oh,
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. It's a great point.
I'm with you.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
There is a TikTok video that has gone viral. It's an Aussie FIFO worker called Asher Shaw, and he's talking about how many of the FIFO miners are actually secretly poor.
They're living week to week, as he said.
Yes.
Here's a little bit of what Asher has to say.
People on average are making $2,000 to $4,000 a week after tax, and they're still poor, living week to week because they go to the shiny objects like the new car, the Land Cruisers, the Commodores, the jet skis, watches, everything, the holidays, and they continue to just keep themselves in that same position. You got people making 150, even 200 grand a year, and they're still living paycheck to paycheck.
So they're calling that golden handcuffs. So
Yes.
that is when
It's essentially the more you make, the more you spend.
Yep.
Is
And
the
then
philosophy.
so the money that they're making isn't covering
Yes.
what they're buying, and then they're stuck in a loop, and then they're stuck there having to chase their own tail.
Well, they're going into debt to buy
Yes.
this stuff, thinking they can make the repayments. Then interest rates go up, or they get another Land Cruiser, and they're just constantly behind.
They're $140,000.
I know, it's madness.
Everyone's got one.
Everyone's got them, and it's like, who's spending this money on
But
these
here's the
cars?
other thing. I know there's a real negative to this, but when you come back, and I know
the
you're living...
excitement, Sean.
Nathan,
the excitement
you're on the
of
river,
having
man.
money.
Woo!
Well, look, you're making so much money that you can't even comprehend. You're making more than you ever have, and that's
Yeah.
why you went there.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the money's sitting there, and you've been bored in a donga for 2 weeks.
In
Yes.
a donga.
And then suddenly you come out and there's shops, and
Yes.
I mean, what are you to do? You buy 10 jet skis.
You're buying the Fish Pro,
You buy
Harry.
10 jet skis. Yeah,
You're buying the quad bike.
It's crazy.
And the trailer to put the quad bike
And
on,
then-
because you've
well,
got
you
the
know,
Land
and
Cruiser
then-
to tow it. So
what happens is then you go away for another 2 weeks, sitting in your donga, thinking about, oh God, that was fun when I bought all that stuff. And then you're on the internet and you're looking at stuff that you
Yeah.
might get when you get
Yes,
back. And
yes.
then by the time that 2 weeks in your donga is over,
Yeah.
you've whittled down your list and you know what you're getting.
Boom.
5 more jet skis.
Then you've got to buy a shed to put your jet skis
Oh,
in.
Yeah. Everyone has a decent shed.
It is problematic because a lot of people do FIFO. Their philosophy going in is
Yeah.
that I'm going to set myself up.
Yeah.
This is, I can invest in property, and so that by, I'll do this for 3 or 4 years, pay off my house, I'll be good to go. And then suddenly they're living paycheck to paycheck, and the jet ski's getting dustier because they don't use it as much as they used to, and all of a sudden you go, what am I slogging it out for?
I wonder if when you were to break it down, if they could break it down to ages. Because if you went to FIFO and you're young, that's exactly what you're doing. If you're middle-aged, then you're thinking about maybe
setting yourself up.
And then if you're old...
Especially if you're working away from your
trying to get away from your wife,
little children.
But imagine there's a lot of them, right? There's a lot that are like just maybe split up with their missus and they're going to make some money. That there is the rebirth.
That's the rebirth.
That's when the red shiny car's coming.
Yes,
That will lose half its value when you leave out of the car park. Yeah.
I could ride a Harley. Yeah, of course.
Oh, Harleys.
Sean, you're not getting a Harley.
The amount of people that have those Land Cruisers, by the way, how much are they?
They're 140. Yeah.
And there was
blows my
like a year's waiting list for a while. I imagine that's shortened down now. But the height of COVID, when people had money
people
to
were
burn,
selling their second hands for around the same bloody price.
Yeah,
Who's spent?
I know.
I know there are people listening now that are driving cars that are that expensive, but to me, I just think like that's a lot.
Because it's not a Ferrari. It's not a Ferrari. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not.
If they're small business owners, they can claim it through their business. So that might be one reason. But there are a lot of people that just have them, and you're like, first of all, you don't need it. When was the last time you went off road? Second of all, like, spend that money on getting ahead in your mortgage or something.
In my mind, if I'm spending around that much money on a car, it has to be European. It's got
to have an accent.
It has to have like a logo that someone has on a flag in their lounge room.
It has to wear loafers.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.